The United States Navy's AH-18G Growler electronic attack fighters are one of a small number of military aircraft types dedicated to the task of jamming and potentially destroying hostile radars that could guide deadly surface-to-air missiles against friendly aircraft. This mission is known as suppression of enemy air defenses, said. Basically, if a modern Air Force wants to attack an adversary with significant anti-aircraft defenses, it needs an effective SED game to avoid insupportable losses. The Growler is derived from the F-18 Super Hornet fighter, and is faster, more maneuverable, and more heavily armed than preceding aerial jamming platforms based on transport and attack planes. This allows the Growlers to contribute additional firepower to strike missions, keep up with fighter planes they are escorting, and potentially approach a bit closer to hostile air defenses. China's aviation engineers have never been too proud to copy a good idea from abroad, usually modified with Chinese characteristics. Perhaps it is not surprising that they appear to have devised a Growler of their own. The aircraft in question is a variant of the two-seat J-16 Red Eagle strike plane, itself a Chinese copy of the Russian Sukhoi Su-30 MKK flanker. The two-seat Red Eagle is roughly comparable to the American F-15E, and improves upon the Russian original with new avionics including an active electronically scanned array radar, ESA, the current state-of-the-art and fighter-based radar technology. While China has had major problems developing reliable high-performance jet engines, it's more successful at producing advanced electronics, perhaps due to crossover with its civilian electronics sector. The J-16D variant, the D in the designation comes from the Chinese word for electronic, DIANS, made its first flight on December 18, 2015. The J-16D has had its 30mm cannon and infrared sensor removed. This is not a plane intended to get into short-range dogfights. Instead, there are several new antennas and conformal electronic warfare arrays along the fuselage. The J-16D's nose radome is reshaped, possibly to accommodate a more advanced ESA radar. Most importantly, new electronic warfare pods are mounted on the wingtips that resemble the American ALQ-218 electronic support measure pods on the wingtips of the AH-18G Growler. These are electromagnetic sensors that can analyze radar frequencies and help determine the position of radar transmitting devices, data that would be highly useful both for jamming radars and for targeting them for destruction. That's all that's known for sure. The PLUF, after all, is not in the habit of giving detailed briefings about its latest fighters. Let's move on now to the realm of plausible speculation. If the J-16D's airframe has integrated hardware to make jamming and anti-radar missiles more effective, it probably is designed to use jammers and anti-radar missiles. Most likely, it would carry 2 to 3 jamming pods under the wings and fuselage, each optimized versus different radar frequencies. It is thought that these jammers may also use ESA technology. Beijing is not interested in foreign wars at this time. However, it does seek to alter the military balance of power in the Pacific Ocean. Aircraft like the J-16D suggest a People's Liberation Army is interested in developing specialized aircraft that will offer China a full spectrum of air warfare capabilities, just like those of the US military.